Highlights, and Clive Tilsley is the commentator.
It's the old firm game of English football. There's no fiercer rivalry in the land, and a red raw atmosphere inside Anfield, reminiscent of great nights gone by. Liverpool remain the standard setters for champion teams, and when you look at their team, it's difficult to understand why they're 21 points off the champion pace. Injuries have again been a factor, but Julian Dix and John Barnes both return to the starting lineup tonight. Still absent from the Manchester United side, Lee Sharp and Mark Hughes, but you'd hardly know it really. Paul Ince is back at the heart of the team. Brian Robson steps down to sub. Brian McClare will operate in midfield with Ryan Giggs down the middle. Philip Don is the man with the whistle. Whether he'll be able to make it heard tonight is another matter. It's the last leg of a daunting holiday programme for the leaders, which they've survived relatively unscathed so far. Manchester United have actually drawn 4 of their last 7 matches since the start of December, but they've actually increased their lead at the top in the process. Barnes starting on the left, Dix quickly getting ahead of him. Pills for handball against Bruce, it's a throw. There'll be a lot of appealing tonight. Here is Dix. In towards Rush. Bruce was there. Ince was there. This is Clough. Rush. Chance of Fowler. Oh! Well, that would have broken the ice. 47 seconds. And Robbie Fowler's dream star ends up buried in the cup. He hasn't really looked like missing since he came into the side in September. But that was high of the target. And a great opportunity inside the first minute goes begging. Redknapp, Barnes, Clough. Redknapp, another chance for Liverpool, but Schmeichel's quickly out. Header was by Irwin. Sinking out Giggs this time. Right across. And the cameraman got a close-up view of that little tangle. It's a corner. Bruce and Pallister are on the way. Right again. Up above Pallister at the near post. Game off to a roaring start. Right once more. Redknapp made a bit of a hash of it. Pallister underneath it. Bruce with the shot, headed away by John Barnes deep in defence. This is Cantona. Bruce! It's there! It's Manchester United have got the early goal. Steve Bruce, the centre-half with the centre-forward's eye for goal. Just 9 minutes gone, and the Manchester United New Year's party goes on and on. Liverpool trying to regroup off the corner. Rather lost track of Steve Bruce. And Steve Bruce's 7th goal of the season is Manchester United's 50th league goal of the season. It's come all the way through for Roy Keane. Liverpool a little bit stretched, McClare's in there, and it needed Nigel Clough to intervene. Redknapp. Jones finds Rush. Fowler pitting away to his right. He's got Redknapp here to his left. Dix to his left. Here is Julian Dix. John Barnes. Well, his comeback's been a little stop-start so far. Redknapp. Right. Jones. Oh, and into slipped, and here's Fowler with another chance. Straight to Schmeichel. Well, Liverpool will be hoping that Robbie Fowler doesn't have to wait as long as Ian Rush did for his first goal against Manchester United. Pallister actually slipped over, and then Ince quite literally slipped. And Fowler is left-footed, but he couldn't make it curl enough. Wright and Ruddock have left that to each other, and here's Ryan Giggs with a chance. Well, they're coming thick and fast. They're two of the no-nonsense breed of centre-halves, Wright and Ruddock, but they made a nonsense of the goalkeeper's clearance there. And it just bounced up at an awkward height for Giggs, rather reared up in front of him. He wasn't quite sure when to hit it. Now Cantona! Well, that early goal really has set fire to this match. Redknapp's sold right a little bit short. Here's Ryan Giggs. Oh, perfection! And the boy wonder has done it again. Well, Liverpool brought it upon themselves. Neither Redknapp nor Wright would be too happy with their parts in that, but never mind the reasons for it. Just drool over the talent of Ryan Giggs. The chip teased Grobbelaar, but it beat him all ends up. Wright was a little bit unlucky, but Ryan Giggs, who Manchester United believe is just emerging from one of those little troughs that are bound to come to all young players. And what a way to come out of it. 20 minutes gone, it's 2-0. And 3 in 3 games for Ryan Giggs. And no Liverpool man inside the ground will take it harder than the manager. Ruddock's header away. Barnes caught in possession by Keane, caught very heavily by Ruddock. It's all United at the moment. Keane bursting through Barnes' challenge, but he wasn't going to get through Ruddock's. Well, the slow motion didn't do him any favours, but it was a bit of a hack. Irwin looks the favourite. Kanchelskis, Giggs and McClare are also candidates. Keane is all right. There isn't a single Manchester United player inside the area. It's Irwin. It's 3! An untouchable free kick from Dennis Irwin. And 3 in 24 minutes for an untouchable Manchester United. Well, you can put a man on the post for these, but you can put a team on the post for those, and it won't keep them out. It actually hit the stanchion, and Grobbelaar could only watch and wonder at it. A little over a quarter of the game gone, and it's 3-0. Well, last year was stuffed full of championship highlights for Manchester United, but this is the stuff of Manchester United dreams. It's a trouncing, or it will be unless Liverpool can find themselves and find themselves quickly. Dix, Ince with the tackle, away by Bruce. Clough trying his luck, yes! Amazing! And Nigel Clough hands the Cobs some hope. And Liverpool have a cause to rally around again. A minute between the goals, that's all. Nigel Clough's 7th of the season, a season of ups and downs, but what an up that is. Well, Liverpool were 3-1 up at Spurs just before Christmas, and that finished 3-3. It's certainly not a predictable Liverpool team at the moment. Keane's tackle was very late there. Away by Pallister, only as far as Jones. Matt Manaman. Ruddock. Headed by Pallister. Redknapp on the volley. Caught it well. Well wide in the end. But it's Peter Schmeichel's turn to see plenty of the action. Fowler challenging Pallister well. It was a good advantage play there by the referee earlier because Keane was very late on Clough. Philip Don kept it going. Kanchelskis. It's a strange one from Giggs. Giggs penalised. Right for Rush. Bruce got a foot in. Came off Keane. This is Clough again. He scored again! Hold the back pages. Liverpool are back in the races with a second goal from Nigel Clough. Well, he's not really noted for his finishing from that kind of range, but all rhyme and reputation has gone out of the little window in this wonderful game. Rush actually got a touch on there, and Clough got rather more than a touch. What next? 3-2, and in this last season of the swaying Standing Cup, a last chance for them to bay at Manchester United from those terraces. It seemed to have gone, but not now. Ince finding Giggs. This is Keane. McClair onside. Giggs with a great chance off through his legs. Jones in well. Dick's trying to get it clear. What a game. One back by Parker. Ince. Jones got ahead to it. Cantona with a shot. Well, if there's a consolation, it's that if you miss one chance, you don't have to wait very long for the next one to come along. But Giggs had a great chance there. Robillard did well to save from McClair, but Giggs just couldn't get a foot on it. You can't look away for a second. Clough to Barnes, and Clough's passing has been exquisite tonight. Well held, Schmeichel. It's breathless stuff. Paul Parker thoroughly defeated, but Schmeichel's handling was sound. We just don't want it to stop, but half-time is imminent, and really, the players deserve a rest, we all do. Fowler. Pushed by Keane. And there is the half-time whistle. 45 minutes of football to feast on. Made in England, stamped all over it. Steve Bruce started the goal rush, but it's been a game with far more than goals. It's had everything. And Liverpool in particular will hope that there's more where that came from. 3-2 at the break. He has passed it well tonight. Dix. Bruce in well though. Here's Keane. Just waiting for Kanchelskis to get over his shoulder. And Kanchelskis has got the freedom at this corner of Anfield. Hit Rudder. Cantona with a chance. Deflected off right corner. Could have been far worse for Liverpool. They're not quite right in defence yet. Kanchelskis is allowed to run there. Right just backed away. Ruddock and Dix are out of it. Right eventually got a foot on the ball. Kanchelskis again. Well, on a night of shoot on sight, one or two are bound to go into orbit. Was a bit of a lash from Andrei Kanchelskis. Straight to Keane. Giggs is on his way ahead of him, and that's a killer pass from Roy Keane. Jones across. Giggs. Oh, great save! Hit with real power by Ryan Giggs. He did have Eric Cantona steaming up to his left, but you can't really blame him for having a go. And I can't believe that the Frenchman would have done any more to stretch Bruce Grobbelaar anyway. He's still got it. Cantona himself will take the corner. Away by Mark Wright. Paul Parker. Pallister. Bruce. McClare. Bruce again. Ruddock in with a challenge. Pallister with a shot. Time to make a marvellous save. Redknapp is victim. When Peter Schmeichel's at full stretch, he's going a very, very long way. Barnes. Clough wanted it earlier. The rush at full stretch couldn't quite reach it. Well, neither keeper really had a save to make in the first half. The goals were just flying past them. And he pushed this away from the penalty area, although he had Irwin there protecting him. Stig Bjørneby there and Steve Nicol are the Liverpool substitutes. Jones just getting a foot in. Ince. Irwin. Cantona. That's beautifully done for Roy Keane. Three to his left. Oh, and Grobbelaar makes another good stop. Roy Keane getting a bit of earache from the three men to his left, but once again, you can't ask any more of a player than to force a save of that kind of quality from the opposing goalkeeper. Ruddock with the header. It's come out for Cantona. Keane. Giggs. Cut out by Jones. Nigel Clough. Giggs has got a foot in a game. McManaman has to get it clear. With Manchester United looking as likely to get a fourth as Liverpool are to equalise at the moment. It's just about an even money bet. What you wouldn't bet on is it finishing 3-2. Neil Ruddock. Julian Dix. Fowler. And Bruce in with a tackle that's summed up the night. Total commitment, but honest as the day's long. And here comes the Liverpool substitution with 12 minutes remaining. It's well, a strange one on the face of it, because Steve McManaman will be replaced by the Norwegian fullback Stig Bjørneby. But he's got a sweet left foot. He's quite capable of providing from that side. He stuck a corner on Neil Ruddock's head for a goal at Ipswich on Saturday. And he's got a chance straight away, but he's seen off by Steve Bruce. Robbie Fowler has switched to the right, and John Barnes will now play down the middle alongside Ian Rush. Bjørneby. Keane. Ruddock. Bruce, though. Straight to Rob Jones. Foul by Irwin on Fowler. Well, butter wouldn't melt in his mouth, would it? Here's Barnes, instant control. Crossed in by Fowler, the headers by Ince. Ruddock, nice touch too. Stick Björneby. Ruddock, yes! The Liverpool comeback is complete with 11 minutes to spare. Delight inside a rocking Anfield. And Liverpool, rocking themselves midway through the first half, have clawed back all the ground they lost with an irresistible lead from Neil Ruddock. The substitute Stick Björneby just tossed it up for grabs, and there was only ever going to be one winner, and Neil Ruddock says, that's mine. A game that nobody deserves to lose, a game which has surpassed all expectations, a game that's not over yet. Cantona! What a chance! Well, everything that Eric Cantona has touched has turned to gold again this season. Inviting cross from Leclerc. Cantona couldn't quite add to his collection of headlines. Away from Ruddock, he's got both Leclerc and Cantona in support here. Behind Leclerc, Cantona. Jones it was who got back there. John Barnes, Jamie Redknapp. Is there one last twist for this incredible plot to take? Deep in stoppage time. Björneby. Dix. Clough. They've got to get it in there. Away by Bruce again. Mark Wright, Neil Ruddock, he won't stand about on ceremony. It's in towards Fowler, well dealt with by Irwin though. Cantona, was that the last chance to win the game? Fowler says no, pickpockets Cantona and goes on. Good challenge by Irwin though. Well, it's been a privilege and a pleasure. A game we'll be talking about long after the season is over. Neil Ruddock gave it his big finish. Nobody could deny that Liverpool and Nigel Clough deserved that. Manchester United bound to be disappointed. What will be lost on them at this moment is that they've been a part of one of the great games. Liverpool 3, Manchester United 3.